So I am back in Daydreams, and I wanted to show you, this is that page that I had worked on. I still have little bits to come in and do with gel pens, but as you know, I do gel pens before bed so that I don't come back in and smear the page up. So this is what I want to show you today though. This dragonfly right here, and I think I'm going to turn the book this way, put my mat back under there, because I want to blow this up for you. So I'm going to let you look at it sideways. Before we do that, each of these are different, but I wanted them to look unified, so I repeated the colors. Now what I'm going to show you is how I decide what goes light and what goes dark. So let's start with the pinks. That's going to be the wings. Ooh, nice and big. All right, so any three pinks. Now I am using the CastleArts pencils. These are not the gold series. They were more at the Black Friday time when I got these. I'm using number 82, 83, and 85. Now, they're not always numbered in order, okay? But Azalea Pink, Bengal Rose Light, and Bengal Rose Deep. A lot of times I just say pick three pinks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this area right here, and I'm going to go light all through the middle. Whatever your lightest shade is in a given project, and then I'll do this. And I'm doing directional like this instead of light here and medium and dark, just to give each section a little bit more interest. All right, now I do try to color. Now see, I got to think, do I want this all as one piece or individual stripes? I do think I'm going to do this as one piece. So this area will be lighter, and then I'm going to go darker on both ends or just one. Not sure yet. I am leaving little bits through here though to color with gel pens. Oh yeah, I was saying you want to do both ends at the same time, mirroring each other so that you're sure you have it all just alike. Okay, that gets gel pen. This gets regular. And then this gets regular. And this. Okay, so that's the light shade. Then the medium shade. I'm just going to come in and get the ends. I'll go ahead and do it here. And a lot of times I will bounce back and forth and mirror these as I go. Otherwise, it can be a little bit more difficult to keep up with what you're doing, especially when there's so many different parts. I mean, if you were doing this all in one section, then that would be a different story. It would be a whole lot easier to keep up with, but because I'm not, then that's what makes it a little harder. And I will come back and use my lightest shade to blend everything, but I will do that at the end. Okay, I am doing this in the evening, so it's not quite as bright in here. I don't know what happened to my lamp. It started making weird noises, etc., etc. Then I will go to the darkest. Something I also have been doing on these little guys is coming in here and doing the little bits a little bit darker like that. Okay, just adding interest. Just adding a bit of interest. Yeah. Now that I'm down to the last color, I will go ahead and do all of one wing and then scooch on down and do the other wing. Okay, and you can see how that really lends to the light to medium to dark. Yeah, it is actually the last, what is today, Saturday? It is the last Saturday in January right now. Yeah, so you'll be seeing this in February. Just the way I happen to be videoing at the time. And I'm probably going to be doing a couple of videos tonight. Yeah, I think hubby is passing a kidney stone. I think that's what it's called. Kidney, gallstone, I don't know. Anyway, he's done it before, so I kind of know the best thing to do is leave him be with it. You know what? This second set of wings is a change of color. So now I'm going to go over to the blues. So now I've moved on over and I've got number 48, which is cobalt turquoise. Number 97, intense blue, and 103, cypress green. And again, these are just shades of blue. My light, and then my light here, and here. I don't think this one's quite as involved as my others have been. And I got to think, do I want to do that or do something else in there? I don't know yet. So for now, I'm going to leave it alone. I am going to do this little bitty stripe down here though. Then I will go to my next shade. So whatever your medium shade is, just try to blend as much as you can while you're putting on the color. You can always come back in though and do some blending later with that lightest shade. I'm just not taking the time to do it right now. For you that are like, oh, why didn't you do that brown background on a video? You know, I started to, and then I thought, well, it's kind of like my gold video. So if you go and look on my channel, just do a search for the how to make gold. You'll kind of see how to do that. And mainly on it, it's remembering, okay, change to the darkest. It's remembering to go under the areas that go under. I'm going to have to show you that in just a sec because that's making no sense. I think I have to show you what I'm talking about. But I want to finish this blue first. All right, and then I know I need some blending on this. There we go. Coloring doesn't always have to be hard. Sometimes you get these little areas like this that are just easy blend. Okay, let me show you. All right, yeah, some of it is there. So you see how this right here goes under, so it's darker. This goes on top, so it's lighter. All right, this is on top, so it's lighter. This is underneath, so it's darker. And then, yeah, just believe it or not, I started that background area so many different times and just kept erasing because I didn't like what I was getting. So it was what I would call not a good coloring day. Now these last colors I am using are going to be in the purple family. Okay, so light to dark, I have number 36 lavender, 90 deep mauve, and 39 mulberry. Okay, so let's look and see what we're doing there. I'm going to start, and what I did on the others was right through the middle of the body was light. So that is super easy. Decide what you're going to color and what you're not. I've been leaving the little stripes. I'm going to do these little striped areas in gel pen. So then I've been doing the light right down the middle. And then I'll come in with the next shade and the next shade. And I think here I'm going to do every other one. How does that sound? Do I want to do every other one or every one? I think every other one. I'm not sure. But see, until I come in with the next shade, I can still go ahead and change my mind. And now that I've done that, I've decided that I'm going to do that. That'll leave me a stripe there and then around the outside. And that tip is going to be the darkest shade. That's why I've skipped it. Okay, so now coming in with this one. This is the next shade. And I'm just going around the outsides and some on the tip. So on the edges. And this is where it's good to have your pencils sharpened. You know, I don't always sharpen my pencils really nice. But here it's a good thing to have that tip on there. And if you know you're going to wear the tip off, then go down and do the areas first where you know you're going to need that tip on there. Okay, so like here is a more finite area. And then as I'm wearing that tip off, it's okay. Whoops, I went into that. Remember, I was going to leave that for a stripe of gel pen. That's one thing I've noticed with this book is the colors do erase easily. So later when I have my eraser on hand, I will go ahead and erase that bit. All right, now for my darkest shade. Remember what I said about small areas first? So I'll go ahead and do this because that is a small little groove to get into. Yeah, I've got some cleaning up to do. But again, the glitter gel pens, yeah, they'll cover up most of that. But that's how you can treat all these little bitty areas when you don't want to go through and do a bunch of different colors. Okay, and there it is. And then I'll come in, like I said before, and do some of the little holes and stuff. And the rest of this will be polished off with glitter gel pens. And the only thing I'm seeing that I still want to change is going to be this little bit right there. That's a bit too much to be handled with a gel pen. And if I put gel pen here, I don't want to also put it there, but I think what I'm going to do is do this in the darkest shade. Yeah, just do it. It's all right. Because I was thinking I would do the little loopy pieces, but then I thought no, because I've got all these little loops. So anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to do it all dark too. Just because it kind of connects it to what's across the way there. Does that make sense? What you do in one spot, you do in another. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to turn it back around to you. So there's that page. Just need to get in there with my gel pens. Do some playing around. Yeah, there's going to be several nights I just need to come in with gel pens. But let's see what's coming up next. These flowers. These flowers are next. Okay, so I'll see you back in a few days. Bye.